He's been taking powerful images like these since he was just 17 years old. Fast forward 45 years to his last day on the job, and the one image that stands above the rest for Deseret News photographer Tom Smart.
All right, he has accomplished quite a bit in 4 decades, and so has his camera, capturing U.S. presidents, sports legends, moments of human despair, and of course, immeasurable joy.
Yeah, he's earned a national reputation as one of the best behind the lens.
You know, it was kind of magical. My dad, when I was 8 years old, took me in the darkroom. I just kind of fell in love with photography. And a newspaper job is really a personal job. You see the very best and the very worst of people. You have this connection afterwards. It's a wonderful way to kind of sneak in the world on other people's lives. I shot a photo last year of a woman saying goodbye to her 4 daughters while she went to Guantanamo with the National Guard. It just ripped me up to watch it. Last week in the high school playoffs, Lone Peak was playing Copper Hills. Frank Jackson, he scores 38 points and loses. Really the defining moment is one of Utah's greatest basketball players ending his career. He's going to be walking back towards his coach. There's going to be an emotional moment. At the end of the game, he just burst into tears. His coach hugged him, and to me, it was really a great shot. Intuition and seeing the moment is what's important. A lot of people know my niece Elizabeth was kidnapped, and when she came home, I kind of felt like the country should really be able to see that she's home and well. So I offered to be a pool photographer and document a few things. But taking a picture of my father, who I had searched with for 9 months, being reunited with his granddaughter, was probably the most meaningful photograph to me. Maybe not the best one, but it's a beautiful photograph. So, I mean, by far and away, that's, to me, the most important photo I've ever taken. Covered the flood, Hoffman bombings. It's hard to imagine a news story around here that's a major one that's happened in the last 35 years that I haven't been a part of. It's a real privilege. Other than family, the most fulfilling thing in my life.
Tom is a legend in Salt Lake journalism. In addition to all of the major news stories, he's also covered for Olympics and thousands of sporting events.
Unbelievable, huh? He's also been a fixture at Utah Jazz games. You probably saw him since the 1980s. And that brings us to this photo right here, captured not by Tom, but one of his Deseret News colleagues, Ravel Call. Shows a moment during tonight's Jazz Hawks game when the organization honored Tom for his incredible work over the past 4 decades. Without question, a well-deserved honor.
Tom joins us now in the studio. So you're going to quit working professionally as a photographer, but surely you won't put down the camera. Will it change what you take pictures of?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I'm done with sports. I'm done with, you know, probably journalism. I'll probably just enjoy taking pictures, and I'll be working more with being a grandfather and riding horses and doing whatever else.
You covered so many events over decades and decades. How did you find the moment? Because we all cover press conferences and things like that, but you managed to find the emotion. That's what people look for. How did you have an eye for that?
It's a matter of just anticipating, being aware of your surroundings, knowing what the story is, that it might not be what's exactly in front of you, but on the side. It's just a skill that you learn.
And it is a skill because, you know, the still pictures are so much more powerful in times than video. Why is that?
I think it just encapsulates a moment in time, and people can really look at it. It stays forever. When you see it in a newspaper or anything, I mean, not that most people don't read it on the internet now, but having that hard copy in front of your... When you make a mistake, people always have it right there in front.
You haven't done that, but you've surely captured a lot of emotional moments for people.
Well done, Tom.
Hey,
congratulations.
thank you so much. It's been a real privilege.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin.